Hey everyone, welcome back to 996 The Howl. Big news dropped by the Utah Hockey Club today. A captain, the first ever captain in Utah Hockey Club history, albeit they have yet to play one official NHL regular season game. But for Coyotes fans all across the world, especially in Arizona, fans of the Coyotes, me especially, we haven't had a captain since 2021, where Oliver Ekman-Larsson was captain. A bit of a lame duck captain right after Shane Doan, who was one of the best captains in NHL history. For me, as a Coyotes fan, I only had one captain in my fandom, Shane Doan. Didn't really consider Oliver Ekman-Larsson as a captain, and I think we all kind of moved on from that quickly. We kind of probably don't even want to talk about Oliver Ekman-Larsson as a captain, even though his first few years in Arizona were great and we're all excited. It kind of went downhill fast. But Clayton Keller, one of the best franchise players in Coyotes history, he tied the record for most points in a season for the Coyotes at 86 points. Unfortunate that he couldn't eclipse it by one more point to be the franchise leader in points of a season. He's with Utah for the next 4 years on his current contract, and I'm sure he'll stay a Utah, what's their nickname? A Utah player for the rest of his career. I got some blurbs going on that I'll put up very soon. I also want to add that he's still only 26 years old. He literally just entered his prime in the NHL. For me, Clayton Keller, I mean, this right here. It's one of two only player name jerseys I have in the modern age. I know I have an Iginla jersey, Jerome Iginla jersey from about 10 to 12, 14 years ago, I would say. But for Coyotes, Utah fandom, I only have a Keller and a Max Domi jersey. That Max Domi jersey didn't age really well. But let's get into the blurbs, what people have to say about Clayton Keller. I'll have it up here. I'm going to skip the first paragraph because that's from Chris Armstrong, who's a president of Utah. I'm sure you could pause the video and read it if you want, but I will just read out Bill Armstrong, the general manager of the Utah team, and coach Andretty. Under Andretty, they haven't had a captain under his tenure. He went 3 years with no captain, and now Clayton Keller is going to be his go-to captain. So we'll start with Bill Armstrong. To be named captain of Utah is an enormous honor and one Clayton has earned. Clayton has evolved into an excellent hockey player and has become an even better person who has earned the respect of the entire organization. He's looking forward to the challenges that come with serving as captain and will be surrounded by a strong leadership group that'll be able to support and help lead this team. Guys like Krause and Sergachev. I also want to say Clayton Keller, he overcame a tremendous injury about 2 seasons ago. I was at the game in Glendale. It was against the San Jose Sharks. I think it was the middle of the game where he takes a bad, right now I don't think if the Sharks player's stick hit his skate or he clipped an edge in the ice, it doesn't really matter. He hit the boards, broke his femur, broke his leg. The arena went silent. It was like watching a funeral, to be honest. He was stretchered off. That was one of our best players having a great season, being stretchered off. It was in March, early March, and we were worried. Could have this derailed his career? You know, breaking a leg in such a violent way. We didn't know what would happen to Keller. We were worried for the next season after that. Would he be able to be a premier elite player in the NHL? And he had one of his best seasons right after that injury. Honestly, a lot of people forget that injury due to the fact he was able to overcome that injury so quickly and so efficiently to produce at the same level or even better. And then we'll go to Andretty. Clayton's growth as a leader through the last several years has been amazing, and his continuous pursuit of improvement and his desire to win will radiate on all of us. Great wording there. He's an elite player and competes with intensity and intention every day. He is a high character person and has a deep, genuine care for his teammates. and has the respect of everyone in the organization. He'll be a great captain for us, and I'm very happy to count Clayton as our captain. The only concern I will have is Clayton Keller in front of the media, in front of TV cameras, whatever cameras they are, it could be social media cameras. He's very timid. I would hopefully, and I would assume so, that he's not that way in the locker room with teammates. It seems like he's well liked. I mean, he's still friends with Christian Fisher, Connor Garland, Jacob Chikrin, Dvorak. In the off seasons, they still all go on trips together. They go to UFC fights, football games. They go on boating trips. And even new guys like Sean Dursey all of a sudden is like his best friend too. You can't count out Nick Schmaltz and Barrett Hayden either. His line mates, his consistent line mates for about 2 or 3 years now under Andretty. I mean, if guys like Hayden and Schmaltz didn't like him, they would not be playing with them for like 3 straight years. That's a lot of hockey to play with Clayton Keller, but it seems like he's well liked. Just maybe for me, doesn't give off that in front of camera captain personality. I know you got like very, guys who are monotone and kind of milquetoast like McDavid and Crosby, but he doesn't seem like an evocative leader, outspoken in front of the cameras. I'm sure in the locker room he is, but maybe we'll see a different side of Keller on social media. Already we had some funny UFC little shenanigans on the socials yesterday or a couple of days ago. Just maybe we'll see more of the inside look of Clayton Keller, just in his personal life too. I have no idea what goes on in Keller's personal life. And again, to reiterate, a bit timid in front of the camera, but that's not what matters. What matters is how the teammates like him, how the coach likes him, how he motivates the team in the locker room. I know it's all behind the scenes. The Coyotes were not a flashy team to have behind the scenes, Amazon Prime TV shows and content. But maybe under Utah, there might be some behind the scenes content. Maybe we'll see how his captain qualities come out in front of the camera. So congratulations to Keller. It's a big day. I mean, I haven't cheered for a captain in about 3.5 years. So it'll be great that we have a player with the letter C on his jersey right before the first ever game in Utah Tuesday night against the Blackhawks. That's it for me. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, spread the word. And as always, thank you for your support.